This is Ryan with GameRoomSolutions.com, and today I'm super excited to show you guys our new Bartop Arcade Kit. Essentially for around $200 delivered, you'll get all of the wood and black melamine. It'll also come with the full cam lock system, so you'll have this thing together very quickly with just a Phillips head screwdriver. Essentially goes together Ikea style. In the back you can see there's a door that hinges open and close that comes with it, along with the magnetic lock. You also get the plexiglass for the button panel, the control panel, the monitor, and then the marquee. It comes with those black marquee holders as well. You can upgrade it to go ahead and have it include the controls. So with the controls, it'll come with 20 buttons regardless, and all the harnessing and a USB controller. The only difference is the joysticks, whether you want Zippies, which are kind of the generic brand, or the Sandwas, which are the name brand or LED. And then as far as for the buttons, then comes standard arcade, then come LED, which you see there, and then also LED with a chrome trim around them. The Photoshop files come with the unit as well, so you can Photoshop your own art, and in the description I'll have a link to a video that shows you how to both Photoshop it and then also how to apply the graphics. But you can send those Photoshop files to us. We can put the graphics on for you ahead of time, or we can just ship them to you and you can put them on yourself. It's a high quality adhesive vinyl, and again there's a video that shows that as well, so I'll just kind of show off some of the graphics here for this one that I did. Get a Luigi side as well. Alright, so a lot of guys are going to go different ways with this. This one has a micro ATX board in it running Windows 10 with HyperSpin, so I'll show some of the functionality of HyperSpin here, and then I'll also hook in a Raspberry Pi 2 because some guys would rather go that route and show EmulationStation. If you're going to full HyperSpin setup, you're probably $350 to $400 for a PC that'll run it, and then of course with the Raspberry Pi 2 you're probably $65 with the Raspberry Pi, a power supply, and then a micro SD card to run that. So I'll show off both systems here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show HyperSpin for those of you that haven't seen it, but essentially it's a pretty good setup to get this thing going. We have guides on our site on how to do it and how to set up the controls with it and get the emulators and all that stuff going. One more thing I'll say about the Bartop kit is the only thing really you're going to have to buy outside of the kit if you get the controls and the artwork from us is you're going to have to buy a monitor. This fits up to a 22-inch LED monitor. That's what's in there now. You'll have to buy the T-molding in whatever color that you need. The speakers. That'll take 4-inch speakers, but you can put computer speakers in it however you want to do that. And then the PC, whether you're running HyperSpin again or EmulationStation. So just to show you guys on HyperSpin here, of course it'll have all of the systems. Just keep kind of going through. If you haven't seen that before, most people have. MAME, that's all your arcade games. So when it goes in here, it'll have all the games. When you stop it, it'll have a preview of the game. Of course, I can go into favorites if you have favorites. So view favorites. Those will come in. If I wanted to play a game, just hit the start key. You'll see there. Now it's got a now loading. It's loading up the game. And of course here I have to add money. You can do it on the 2-player as well. Start that. This has HyperPause built in too, so I can pause it. So once you're in HyperPause here, it's got some music. You can turn that on or off. The cool thing that I want to show is the moves list. So you can go down here and you can see all the different moves for each of the players. So I'll exit out of that. So of course I can start my second player as well. So you can see there, so I can play that game. Just exit right out if I want to. So if I back out of that system, again I can go through here and there's all the Genesis games. the NES, which was my favorite as a kid. So it'll have all the NES games here that'll load in. Of course, I could go into that. So essentially, as many systems as you want to load onto it, all the artwork. Again, we have on our blog, we have ways to set this up and show you guys how, or if you just honestly Google HyperSpin, will be the second one right under the actual system itself. The other thing that I think is really cool to do if you're going to go this route is I would definitely put XBMC on it, or what's now called Kodi. And the reason why is if you're having a party, you know, this thing's going to be sitting on your bar somewhere, right? And whenever people are over, you can do some really cool things here. And just to show you, of course, you can load a bunch of different add-ons if you're not used to seeing this. Maybe I'll get over here where there's less glare. So here's one called Genesis. So of course it has movies, TV shows, and I'm navigating everything with the controls here. So I can come down and go look by networks, by most popular. So here's the most popular shows that are out there. And again, it'll just stream these from the internet. So I can pick a show. There's all the seasons. Pick the season and then all the episodes. And we have, you can get on our website and figure out how to do this as well. And of course, well, I guess I'll show movies too real quick. Well, no. Well, anyways, movies work the same as TV shows. What I really wanted to show here though is if you're having a party, one really cool add-on, I'm getting a lot of feedback there from the lights. It's called Vivo, and it's a back end for music videos. So for example, I could go to artists and then maybe I don't know, pop, then maybe most viewed this week. And so you can see here, these are the top videos. You can actually change how that looks too if you want to. So these are all the top artists of the week. So I can of course just pick one. And then these are all the videos here. So I can just play the video. But this would be a really cool feature again. It'll stream it in 1080p. I don't have anything loaded on here. It's actually streaming everything from the TV shows and the movies, but you know, you can put a little bit better sound system in it like that. And so this thing can double not only as a 2-player arcade unit, but you also could have it for parties. You know, people could be running music videos through it, or music, or movies, or TVs, or whatever. So that's HyperSpin. That's one of the big advantages of this. You see how fast everything is. I can fast forward, I can pause, I can do all that kind of stuff if I want to. Real quick, I'll exit out of this. So you can just hit exit and you'll see that it'll go back to HyperSpin. And now I'll go ahead and hook up the Raspberry Pi here in a second, and I'll show you that interface for the guys that want to do that. So HyperSpin is a beast to set up. There's a lot involved. You need a lot more horsepower for a PC. Like I said, you're $350 to $400 probably for a PC that'll run at about how you see here, with plenty of storage space and all that. If you want to go to the emulation station where you're really just playing games and all that kind of stuff, you're only $65 for the PC on top of this. So I'll show that now. Okay, so now instead of the HyperSpin PC or micro ATX board or micro ITX board that you could put inside this to run HyperSpin, now I just have a little credit card size computer. Again, you're about $65 all in, and it will run a majority, if not, you know, maybe not all the newer systems like PS2 and all that might not run it as well. But as far as like all your Nintendo, Sega Genesis, MAME, all those are going to run great. So just to show you, so that's the interface going across. Of course, all the same buttons work. So again, USB encoder that we sell, you guys hear a lot about iPacks and different things. That's fine if you want to do that. That'll work with this. But the USB encoder we sell works both great with HyperSpin and with EmulationStation. So you can see here, this will show the different games going across. I have it where I can page up and page down with these two buttons. I'm going to get an image put together that people could just download and flash that'll work out of the box with this. You'll still have to go get the game somewhere because I can't have the games on it too. But as far as having the system set up and ready to go and then show you how to dump the games on, that'll be out there pretty soon for people that purchase this. So as you can see, it's got all of the games. Most of them have a screenshot. Just to show you, since I showed Street Fighter on on the last one. I'll show it on this one as well, because it looks identical when you're playing it. It's just the interface is a little bit not quite as flashy as HyperSpin. So you can see there, as far as playing your old school games, works the same way. My coin button, my start button. So you can see everything works like it's supposed to. We're good there. There's some other features too. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but if you hold down this mode button and push the up, it'll turn the volume up, turn the volume down. There's a lot of cool things you can do about that. I can exit out, just like we did before. So again, just another way to go with this. It'll bring your cost down significantly if you go with EmulationStation. And if you just want games, really it is a really good solution. That's what I'm going to end up having in this cabinet, because I already have a full-size HyperSpin cabinet. Just to show you what artwork looks like on one of the systems. So all the artwork's there. Again, I can just play the game if I want to. On this, instead of coin, I just have select and start set up, so you can see there's select and then start. You can see it all works like it's supposed to. Not too well one-handed, but so there you go. So again, I have guides on how to set up the HyperSpin with it. I have guides, and I also have an image for the EmulationStation. You're probably, if you want the artwork and the whole thing with the Raspberry Pi and the monitor and all that, you're probably around $500 all in. But you can see for $500, if you just get on Craigslist and type in the word arcade locally, you'll see what kind of crap you get for $500. So this is a steal of a deal. I tried to make it to where a guy with just a Phillips head screwdriver, you don't really have to have any wood knowledge, you don't have to have any of that. Just a screwdriver, and follow through our guides. Our guides are all video, step by step on how to do this, how to lay out the artwork. If you need us to help you with some of the artwork, or you see something on the site that you like, of course we can look at putting that on there for you. So again, GameRoomSolutions.com. It's our new Bartop Arcade Kit Deluxe. If you have any questions, drop us a line. Make sure and like the video. And past that, I appreciate it.